Yeah, yeah. What they saying? I'm so divine, I'm so divine. Imperfection, perfection, my presence shines. My mental is parasailing maritime. They say I'm destined to read the palm line. Yeah, I'm so divine, I'm so divine. Imperfection, perfection, my presence shines. My mental is parasailing maritime. They say I'm destined to read the palm line. Yeah, I'm so divine.
Welcome to the H.G.R.G podcast. We back with another one. What's going on, fellas? Just Jerry, DT. Let's get it in. What's going on, fellas?
Happy Wednesday, man.
Hey.
DT, you still with us?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm outside right now. Bye. The best years of my life. Amazing first quarter. How y'all doing? How the family? Everything good?
Everything good.
Good, man. A lot of traveling over here. We're good. We're good
That's
to
a
go.
good problem to have, sir. It's a good problem to have, sir. Best time
Yeah,
of your life. You know, it's crazy when you blink, it's going to be over. You won't be like, dang, where'd them years go? You know what I'm saying? But right now, it's just.
I feel like that now. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like that now. I'm like, dang, man. It's like, just
It's,
like that. Year and a half, you out of here.
my man tells me all the time. He a mentor of mine. He says, you know, it's levels to parenting and it's levels, you know, to life. Period. But he always says parenting, and he's like, yo, DT, you're not at my level, man. I got grown kids. I got grandkids.
You step your game up.
Word. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
You still don't know about real estate? You don't know whether to jump in. You don't know if you ain't got the right mindset. You don't know if it's the right time. H.G.R.G got you. We just dropped the ebook. Go check it out. It's in the description below. Yeah, for sure. Listen, you know, we're bringing to you live direct this episode. You guys don't want to listen to us? That's cool. We got some celebrities for you that's going to give you the information, and then we'll break it down for you. You know, I know we preach here and we tell you time and time again, episode after episode. Sometimes you hear it better coming from celebrities, famous people, rich people, you know, people that you identify with better than us. So that's exactly what we're going to bring you today, right? It's always going to be real estate. We're going to talk about or show you videos about housing and real estate and what it looks like and what they talk about when it comes to when to get into it, you know, what type of investments, stock, real estate, you know, single family, multifamily, what the, you know, their opinions on it. And we're definitely going to get right into it. You know, with no further ado, I would like to show you the first video. And here you are, our friend, Warren Buffett.
If I had a way of buying a couple 100,000 single-family homes and had a way of managing, the management is enormous. It was really a problem because they're one by one. They're not like apartment houses. So, but I would load up on them, and I would take mortgages out at very, very low rates. But if anybody is thinking about buying homes, 5 years ago they couldn't buy them fast enough because they thought they were going to go up, and now they don't buy them because they think they're going to go down, and interest rates are far lower. It's a way, in effect, to short the dollar because you can take a 30-year mortgage, and if it turns out your interest rate's too high next week, you refinance lower, and if it turns out it's too low, the other guy's stuck with it for 30 years. So it's a very attractive asset class now.
If you are a young individual investor at home and you have your choice between buying your first home or investing in stocks, where would you tell someone is the better bet?
If I thought I was going to live, if I knew where I was going to want to live the next 5 or 10 years, I would buy a home and I'd finance it with a 30-year mortgage, and it's a terrific deal. And if I was an investor that was a handy type, which I'm not, and I could buy a couple of them at distressed prices and find renters, I think that's, and again, take a 30-year mortgage. It's a leveraged way of owning a very cheap asset now, and no, I think that's probably as attractive an investment as you can make.
All right, now that you guys heard it from Warren Buffett himself, I want to point out a few key things there, guys, right? She asked Warren Buffett, would you do stocks or would you do real estate? This man is known for what?
Stocks.
Major part of his wealth.
Whoa.
Super major part of his wealth.
What are we talking about?
Bro, he didn't even mention stocks after that. She said, would you invest in stocks or real estate? His answer was 100% real estate. He didn't even go
Yeah.
into stocks.
He didn't even really want to say it though, because he knows who he is. He's like, yeah, well, you know what? If I was staying there 5, 10 years, you know, it would be
Yeah.
real estate. You know, I would find it says you short the dollar.
And why and how,
Powerful.
which is super important because we say this all the time. Why and how?
Right.
That 30-year mortgage. What business can you get involved with anywhere in life where a bank will finance your company for a small interest rate with a 30-year term?
Bro. And this is 11 years ago, bro.
It's crazy. We're reaching back to bring you videos.
This is 11 years ago, and it's irrelevant still, but I'm just letting you know he was talking real estate 11 years ago.
Mm.
Stocks or real estate. 11 years ago, he's saying real estate. We've been screaming real estate since we walked into this goddamn social media.
The fact. That's a fact.
This is the reason why we're giving you videos, because you don't listen to us. Listen, listen to the guy that you think he's the wealthiest man in the world.
Yep. And that would be bringing you back to like 2013, 2012, you know, when, you know, you're moved from a 2008 market crisis when nobody was, you know, preaching, get involved with real estate because of the crash and people were underwater. And this man is saying that then, which I think fits the time right now, because how many people do you see that are saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it? How many Instagram posts and TikTok and whatever, you know, social media posts do you see that people are saying, don't do it now, wait, 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 wait? And then they're showing other memes where people are running out of like airport doors once the interest rates drop to a 6% interest rate or whatever the case may be. But we have another follow-up one of another influencer, right? Another very, very marketable person, somebody who is very influential and very, very wealthy, not from 11 years ago, from current.
Right, we're gonna bring you both, but there's one thing I want to hit on with Warren Buffett. He says you can short the dollar. Well, what does he mean by that? What he means is if you get in on a high interest rate, you can refinance into a situation that is better for you. And excuse my language, I know we don't swear a lot here, right? But if you get in on a great interest rate, they're fucked for 30 years. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and maybe after 3-4 years, they might go, "Oh, to refinance." Well, no, you ain't got it. You don't have to move off of that.
He says that. In other words, he says exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to move. You get in good, you stay. You buy anyway, get in at a high interest rate, and then you refinance. Here's what people always say: why should I buy now? Why should I buy now? You know, the interest rate is so high. And we said, buy now because the rents are high. So what does it matter? And at the end of the day, the rents ain't going down. But if the interest rate goes down and you refinance out of that, you're paying a lower mortgage and the rents are only getting better. So tell me how you're losing.
Right. You can't. I mean, done right, you can't. And I know done right is the key phrase there, but you can't. And that's an amazing point. You know, we preach it. We're not hard on people as far as, you know, telling them what to do, but nevertheless, obviously that's what we do, right? We're suggesting, you know, what you should do. Anybody who says should I buy now, our answer is always going to be not now, but right now. You know what I'm saying? Today, yesterday, actually, you should have been buying, but listen, man, it's not, if not now, never. In our upcoming clip, she's gonna elaborate on it I think very, very well. But you know, if you're not in the game, what are you doing? You know, what are you playing? What's your next move? I think Jerry said it on our live the other day. You know, what are you doing in 2024? What's your next? Did you make any moves towards your goals? You know, your New Year's resolutions? You know, are you still talking about I'm about to change my life? 2024 is my year, this, that, and the third, but you still doing the same thing you did in every other year of your life? You know, what are you doing? What do you do? I mean, this is unbelievable.
I think a better question, even though it's a great point from Jerry, I feel like a better question is, what are you waiting for? You're talking about interest rates. I'm gonna wait till they come down. You can, right? And then you deal with all the competition,
Right. Right.
right? Or you go, I'm waiting to get my credit score right. What credit score do you need? Do you know what that looks
Most
like?
people don't even know.
Yeah, it's
Because
a fact.
Jerry, how many conversations have we had with people where they think their credit is no good, and Jerry goes, "Oh, you good?
Yeah, you ready right now. Yeah,
You
you
ready
ready.
right now?"
It's tiring, man. It's tiring how our culture is not educated on the small things that could elevate them. It's just tiring at times.
I only got 20,000. I still got to save. Jerry, what that look like to you? There you go. There's a response. What?
Selfishly, selfishly and I'm not gonna say arrogantly, but like kind of like being a jerk, if you will. Go ahead, keep thinking like that. Go ahead, keep thinking like, because I mean, Larry, not Larry. I'm sorry, DT, Lance, and Jerry. We gonna make it work. What you're not in, we're gonna be in. All of the H.G.R.G alumni, students, people coming up through the pipeline now. No Diddy. I mean, go ahead. Keep waiting. Keep waiting.
Yeah, man. It's now, man. It's 2024, and if you have a 9 to 5, you're pretty much broke, and that's realistic. You're pretty much broke. It's time to get to a next level. It's time to push your best foot forward. You have to get to a hustle, make a business a decision.
Let's be clear. If all you have is a 9 to 5,
Right,
you're
right.
bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I saw,
Because
I saw
you can
something
have a 9 to 5 is going to help you catapult you into getting the different things. It helps you get approvals,
for sure. And
right?
there's so many different levels of a 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Right.
For
Yeah,
sure.
but if you're working a 9 to 5, your mindset is going to work and paying your bills.
yeah. I saw something.
What happens when you don't have that 9 to 5? How you paying your bills?
Right. Right.
You gonna have to look for another 9 to 5. 9 to 5 right now, everybody's struggling. It's about to get into that recession conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's always going to win through a recession?
What's that?
Talk to me nice.
He just said it. 5 to 10 years, it's still going to be real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Recession is still going to be real estate. Guys, I'm just letting you guys know it's real estate every day.
Facts.
It's the long game.
Stocks are crashing. A couple of stocks are looking good right now. They're going in the right direction. But what happens if we have another pandemic?
Not even just a pandemic, but stock market is up and down. You know what I mean? You could
Period. Yeah.
you're in stocks, and you're nice at it, and you're into it. Anything you're into that you're really good at and you're successful in it, and you pay attention to it, and you're well versed, like going to the gym, right? If you work out, you're strong, you're gonna get strong, you're gonna get cut up, whatever. Stock, same thing. Real estate. Young boy.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Relax. Lance, you gotta relax.
I thought you said it. My
You
bad.
gotta relax, bro. You gotta relax. Gotta relax. But yeah, anything you verse yourself with well enough, if you will, again, and you gotta have money to blow, right? So you could take chances in stocks and figure it out, but that's not where we're going with it. But I saw something today on social media that a gentleman said that 55% of households can't afford a $1,000 emergency.
It's crazy. It's scary. It's more than crazy. It's scary.
A $1,000 emergency. 55% of households cannot afford that right now.
You know, where we are at in the market, you're probably getting that as rent a month.
Right.
Profit.
Possibly.
That's what makes it go crazy.
I said possibly, but our market, it's there. It's there for you.
Yeah, that's what makes me go crazy. Like, if people want to make $10,000 a month, I'm like, damn, what's wrong with 1,500 to start off?
Yeah,
what's wrong with 1,500?
That's that shiny object syndrome. You want to make 10,000 a month, right? But who was it that said it? I can't remember because I want to give him credit, but it's not important right now. But I'm sure you guys will figure it out. There was somebody that said people always wanted, like Lance, yeah, you want to make 10,000 a month, but what's wrong with starting at 15? an hour. You know, what's wrong with starting at 20 an hour? $800 a week, then working your way from 800 to 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000. You know, what's wrong with that? Mind you, you're in your basement, thumb thugging with your pajamas on, you know, talking about I'm making 10,000, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. You know, when you get the opportunity to stunt, you borrow somebody's things, and you know, you take these videos with these nice angles and this whatever, you know, whatever it is. And I gotta make 10,000 a month. You know, ladies, I don't want a broke man. I gotta be kept, you know, type thing. Meanwhile, you know, your monthly income is it's poverty. It's poverty.
That's a fact.
But you'll watch this video, you'll watch this YouTube, you'll watch other, you know, social media, and you'll just flick up or go to the next one.
Bro,
We got Warren Buffett today, fellas. Warren Buffett talking.
We're gonna give you information that you gotta understand. You gotta change the mindset and understand that when we are talking to you, we're not trying to degrade you. We're not trying to walk all over the conversation. We're trying to tell you the next move for you would be real estate.
100%. And we're not talking at you, we're talking to you.
Absolutely.
What's going on, world? It's the one and only Lance, 1/3 of H.G.R.G. You ain't got your membership yet? Go get you that. We hold your hand from A to Z. Our team is your team. I'm talking realtors. I'm talking financing. I'm talking property management. I'm talking about walkthroughs for your property, giving you the breakdowns, what the rents look like, how much it's going to cost, fixes, everything. We give you everything. Why don't you have yours? Go check us out right now at HGRG.club and get your membership now. So take Warren Buffett, what he says. This man is, like we said, is known for making his fortune in stocks.
Yeah.
When faced with the real estate versus stock question, he went real estate. And he explained why.
Mm-hmm.
He explained why. It's probably the best investment you can make for 30 years. He didn't say take $500,000, go buy a property. He didn't say we gotta understand what he's saying. He didn't say take $500,000, go buy one property, and that's a great investment. He didn't say that. Go get yourself a 30-year mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the only way you can manipulate the dollar in your favor. That's how you can keep your guidelines, your rules, your agreement for 30 years.
And that's a great point, Lance. Let's keep that in context. You're talking about a man who can solve world hunger and it won't affect his pocket. You're talking about a man who can pay off probably half of the United States debt and it won't change nothing for him. And he still would get mortgages.
Think about that. Because to him, investment is a logical math equation / game.
It's an equation.
How can I get the best bang for my buck? How can I manipulate the system?
That man has enough money to buy our lives, our family lives.
Absolutely.
And go to a bank and get a mortgage, a 30-year term mortgage.
Let me get a couple of those. That's what he says.
Oh, he said thousands.
Let me get a couple of those.
A couple thousand, he said. Mortgages.
Yep.
And that goes into the tax games, the write-offs. And he's not dumb. I mean, of course we know that. The guy's a genius. You know what I mean? But just let that sit in your spirit and sizzle there. But that's crazy.
And I know when we speak in generalized, and we speak because you know me, I like mortgages, and a lot of people and some other people like just to buy it out flat.
We like mortgages. We love.
No, we love mortgages. Yeah, I know but I'm saying me and personally, and Buffett said mortgages. He didn't say buy it, and he has enough money to buy it out flat. And he said, "Listen, hold on. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you a secret. Come here. Get mortgages, bro." 11 years ago.
And most people will hear that, and it was worded so subtly, and it was so light. Even her question, you know, It's so subtle, so light.
It almost goes right under the radar, right? The way it's said.
Easily just like fly by, pass over somebody's head and without really being caught. But if you break that down, I'm not comparing it to that, but it's almost like when you read a book like biblical, there's like no, in rap, there's triple entendres, right? Where you say one line, one word, it means two or three things. Right? So you got to hear it a couple times. Even us, the first time we heard it was like, yo, this is power. We sent it in a group text. Then we heard it a couple more times, like, damn,
That's powerful. Yeah.
Podcast. Yeah, for sure. So just, let that sizzle in your spirit, man. It's a lot. That's a lot. And that little video that he put up that we played here that he spoke on, again, 11 years old. It's aging well.
And he tells you, hey, there's a way you don't even got to touch it. There's property management that does
Property
that.
management. He definitely says it. He
says it's not a complex. So it's a lot of individual houses.
Mm-hmm.
We have a property manager for that. Bro, I don't know how many times we said this. It's 2024, guys. And we continue to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a fact. That's a fact. So then we have this other video here, right, with Laura Ramsey, and she's powerful as well, and she's an influencer, like DT was saying, and very smart, very intelligent. So let's listen to the video and then let's break it down. Check it out.
You'd know her before we go to. You'll know her from what is the show?
Shark Tank. Shark Tank. That's right. So let's check out the video.
She invests in multiple businesses, not just real estate, not stock, but I mean business. She's an entrepreneur at the core. Go ahead with the video. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Now let's check out the video.
I think the best time to buy your first home is as early as you can get in it. Don't wait for the right home on the right block in the right town. Just do the best you can and get your foot in. And the reason for that is real estate prices always go up and down, but most of the time they're going up. And you need something to trade with. If you want that really beautiful house high up on the hill, you have 10 times more shot of getting there eventually if you buy that dirt cheap studio in an upcoming neighborhood that you get a quick gain on. Because you have a trading card. Then you trade in for a 1-bedroom. And maybe you trade that 1-bedroom for 2 bedrooms. Then you get that big house on the hill.
Welcome back. Hope you were listening. Hope you were listening. Because DT lives and dies by this. Am I right, G?
1000%, man. 1000. You know how crazy it is? She says exactly what we talk about. Mm-hmm. You just said, why you don't start with 1,500? You start small, trade in that card, get a 1-bedroom. 1-bedroom, you're gonna get that house that you want. Just start small, put the work in. We just said that. It's
what was more powerful?
It's killing me, man.
Is that she says, get your foot in the door.
Now, get into it now.
You're trying to be perfect, looking for the right spot and the perfect house, and you go get your foot in the door.
Go to the gym. Just go to the gym.
Just go to the gym. Don't worry about how to use the machines.
Don't worry about
it when you get there. Just go to the gym.
Just go. I promise you, when you go to you're gonna realize, right, Lance? Tell them, Lance. Tell them how we do. You're gonna realize it's something in here for you. I promise you, it's something here for you. Something in here. You might not want to lift weights. You might, go swimming. You might want to play basketball. You play racquetball, whatever the case may be. But
there's something here for you, though.
Here for you, man. Just go. Just get in there. You miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot. Go ahead, Lance.
So no, you have somebody here going, and listen, you're waiting for the perfect time. Right? You're waiting for the ball to be on a tee, so that way you can try to hit a home run. Yeah. What are we doing here? We're here. You see that shack right there? They barely got a roof on it. The windows are hanging off, and they don't have a doorknob.
Yeah,
we can afford that one.
You can afford that. I love the way you said that.
Let's go figure that out.
Yeah, when you guys got involved, right? What did you say? Somebody owns them.
Somebody owns it. Let's go get it. Let's put new windows.
Why not us?
New door. I mean, and then she goes, you could trade in, or you could keep it and do a refi cash out. Just like everyone did the Burr method that went crazy a couple years ago, right? Everyone wants to do the Burr method.
Still going crazy.
Do the Burr method.
Yeah, it's you got what people want to do is buy 5 homes in 1 year. And realistic, you can if you have the capital, the knowledge, and the experience.
Yeah.
If you don't have that going on, you're jumping right in. Take your time. This is a marathon.
Yeah.
We're not sprinting. We're doing this for a long run. You're doing it for at a 10-year mark. You could breathe.
It's
I
a
did that work.
it's a legacy play. It's not a statistic.
Legacy play. I like
Uh,
that. Legacy
Like-
play. It's a legacy. Yeah, and you know, you watch, we watch time and time again, and we listen time and time again, and we hear shit like that. I want to buy 5 in a year. You can't.
Yo, our conversation is I'm gonna be rich in 2.
But you can buy 5 in a year. Maybe it's the 4th year though.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I was probably 10, 11 years in before I got to that number, somewhere around there. 10, 11 years in before I was able to buy like 4 or 5 in 1 year. For sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that we had that same conversation.
You guys
But-
are
We
You
did a
guys.
little. We did.
But we went all in, and look, doing that we spent some of the money that we should have been recouping.
That's a fact.
So
We start putting it in other places and doing all. If we just sit home with real estate, oh my god,
Right.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you see what I'm saying? And that's why we preach it, because we know what type of tool real estate is.
And I want to highlight something. The way, and I hope the viewers go back and they watch this again or those clips again. Listen to the way they talk, how they don't just look at the here and now. They don't speak in the micro, they speak in the macro. Right?
Fact.
What she said was, do this now so that then this little first step you took can be a part of what's going to come in the future for you.
Then you can go get that house on the hill.
Right. He said 1-bedroom studio in the neighborhood you might not want, the way you don't, and then house in the hill. Right. So common sense tells you that when you start in a studio in a neighborhood you don't want, but the ultimate goal is a house in the hill, there's a lot of steps in between there. She didn't speak on the steps in between. She dumbed it down and just kind of think about that. Think about that. Think about that. But she didn't highlight that because, you know, you don't want to talk past people. You want to talk to people. Just you got to go you got to go get in right now. What stops you right now from commenting on this video, on this YouTube, on this, whatever you're listening to, how you're hearing our voices, and DMing us, contact us and say, I want to get in. I need in. How do I do it? What stops you? What stops you? We give free consultations. We give free game every Tuesday and Sunday.
Thursday and Sunday.
We give our free podcast. You go back to what we on 70, almost 80. We 80 something episodes. What stops you? The dollar can't be your excuse can't be money, because this is almost free. It damn near is.
Damn near is.
What stops you?
That's the thing. I think it was explained. I think she explained it.
Right.
You're looking for something perfect. This is real estate is not a perfect world. I don't know where that got misconstrued, or people thought that this was this is not a perfect world at all.
What she says is you're looking for a perfect world. And my man Buffett was like, it's a number thing. This is what we're doing it. We buy, he said thousands. You know why he's talking about thousands? Because it's a number thing. We're not talking about the perfect house, because it's never going to be perfect to you. You want everything in it.
Yeah.
I know. You want the glam in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a number thing.
Yeah.
This is a number thing.
You, me, we can't start at thousands, right? You, me, we got to get it from the mud. You start with one, multiply that to 2. Some people are a little bit more blessed, and they can go in at 2 or 3 or 4, or whatever the case may be. Lance and Jerry, they got in the game, and They spread like wildfire. They ain't played no games. They went in guns blazing.
It's because we listen to Warren Buffett. That's why he said, "Keep on buying." Okay, sir.
So here's another key point that she says that people may miss. And this is going to kill a lot of excuses. She says sometimes the real estate market goes down
And up.
But usually it keeps going
up.
So if it's too expensive today, it's going to be real expensive tomorrow.
Right.
Keep playing.
100%. That's why now is the time to buy. That's why you don't wait for nothing to change in interest rates or this, that, and that. You don't wait. Do it now, right now. Because if you wait, that $100,000 house or that $50,000 house that you waited for will now cost you 60, 70, 120, 110, 115. Like, waiting is not going to save you no money.
Yep.
You might think you're going to pay higher interest rates and more. Oh yeah, I hear you. But the large scale thing, you're saving money by going in now. Because when they drop the interest rate 0.25%, those, I'm using weird numbers. Those 1,000 people that are waiting, when they drop it 1/4, now they're not waiting. So now you're competing against those new 1,000. But right now, those 1,000 are waiting. So you have the advantage.
Think we're lying? You remember when that interest rate was real low during COVID? And people would walk into a house, go up the stairs while they're viewing a property, come back down, and that motherfucker sold. Yeah, I mean, you tell me.
40,000 over asking.
Yep.
Cash buyer.
And to be honest, we were fighting that. And we're being honest. We're being honest now.
100%.
During the pandemic, we were fighting that.
100%.
By the time we get to the showing, somebody called and already put a offer in.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
On the phone.
Yeah,
it forced realtors to change the way they do things during COVID because in the beginning, that was never to be predicted, right? But
absolutely never.
So normal that they just said, okay, every listing was now delayed negotiations.
Yeah.
And away from walking through and giving an offer when you want to. No. There's an open house on this day. These 2 days or these 2
times. I need
times.
everything in by Friday, and I'll call you Monday.
And we'll let you know. Bet your highest and your best.
Yep. That was the game. So you tell me if waiting for an interest rate to go lower works out for you.
Yeah.
When he says 1,000 people that are lurking in the background waiting, they coming. I promise you. Or you can get it now. Wait till the interest rate goes down, and you already got the property. All you gotta do now is just refinance.
And you know what?
Nothing. You don't have the property for a year and a half.
Or sit tight.
You know what gets me upset though? It could be 1,000 of us saying buy now. They see one person on social media that says, "Yo, no, the interest rate is too high. Oh, I can't do it." But there's 1,000 of us.
They be like, I told you.
Say it, yeah. I don't understand it. We're saying buy it. 1,000 of us. One person says no, it's a wrap. Yo, you're right. You see what he said? Come on, bro. Come on, man.
They have that Dave Ramsey effect. That kind of like the reserved, complacent, non-aggressive approach. And every to each his own. You know what I'm saying? However you do what you do. Not everybody's built for, to be an aggressive investor. Not everybody's built to do, overseas investing. Not everybody's built to do out of markets. Like, to each his own. And we're not telling you, we're not here, screaming up the wall saying, come here, go. No, just get involved wherever you are. Don't matter where you do it. Just do it. And lastly, I want to say, and I pay attention to words. Her perspective, if you look over the grand scheme of her conversation, was from a trader's perspective. She used it as the analogy was of cards.
She said you need a card to trade.
You have to have a card to trade.
Yep.
Right. So from a trader's perspective, whatever that is, whether it's stocks or businesses and being a mogul, whatever that looks like, even those people who have multi-billion-dollar transactions are pointing you back to real estate. And those people who have multi-billion-dollar transactions aren't telling you to go buy a $3 million first property, a $400,000 first property. She said a studio in a neighborhood you might not like, on a street you might not want to live in. Start, just get in. And that will be a card that you can use futuristically to trade to get you to eventually the house on the hill.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And when you mean trade, I mean, listen, like you said, you could do HELOCs, you could sell it, buy two more. You know, now you saved up a little money. The market went up. All of a sudden, you could sell this property. And now you're like, oh wait a minute,
Refinance, all that
I
stuff.
got triple what I.
Owner finance, like there's so many things. Rent to owns. I mean, listen, and we want to encourage people, you know, not that I'm wrapping it up because that's not my job. Anybody who has obviously watched this episode this long, moving forward, we're gonna make sure we make this hit home. Who does any real estate transactions or knows somebody that's in a situation where they have the opportunity to maybe purchase or be involved with the sale of a property that you may not have the funds or the means to do so. You may not know how to do it. You may not know the process, the attorneys, the whatever that looks like. We are buyers. We have a market of buyers. We are avidly buying right now. So it's kind of full circle. If you don't want to start and you want to kick cans and kick tires and just, you know, listen, okay, cool. If you have something that somebody you know, whatever has available, about to lose a house, get in a bad situation, taxes owed, whatever that looks like, fire damages, whatever, water damage, you don't know what to do with it. You don't want, reach out to us. We are buyers.
H.G.R.G club for sure. For sure. You know, listen, guys, we figured we would do some videos that way you can hear from the horse's mouth, right? These are very established people in the public's eyes, right? That people know. And when you hear someone that got famous off of the investments in stocks choose real estate over, because that's what he did ultimately,
right?
At least in my opinion, yeah. Right? That should hit home for you. When you have someone that you see on Shark Tank, this woman that's highly successful, go all the way back to a studio to break it down for you in real estate, that should tell you something. You know, you don't got to hear from us, you know, but we gave you the videos, we broke it down for you, and hopefully it went from our mouths to your ears. You guys have anything else you want to say, just Jerry?
Yeah, I know you guys are tired of us talking, so we gave you somebody else to speak for us. And they're saying the same nonsense that we're saying. So what I'll tell you guys too is, you asked the question, when is a good time to get in real estate? We say yesterday. Get involved. It's time. It's 2024. It's time. Let's go. Stop walking the dog. Let's go.
DT.
I'm all set. You guys wrapped it up. I just re-emphasize it. Let's go.
You heard DT said he said I said what I said.
Said what I said. I stand on business. I stand on business.
That's it, guys. Make sure you guys check us out.
My wife is gonna love that shit, bro.
all social media, all social media platforms. You know, H.G.R.G _club on all social media platforms. Make sure you check out the website HGRG.club as well. Any inquiries, any free consultation, anything you need, you know, let us know. Hit us up. We're here for you. It's 2024. We're still going strong. We'll see you on the other side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What they saying? I'm so divine, I'm so divine. In perfection, perfection, my presence shines. My mental is parasailing maritime. They say I'm destined to read the palm line. Yeah, I'm so divine, I'm so divine. In perfection, perfection, my presence shines.